often mention America as a dreamland with an idealized life. But upon closer examination, Qatar is actually the ideal place for those dreaming of the world's highest income. Qatar makes people curious about why it has such a high average income, far surpassing even countries like America. It is ranked as a country with a very high Human Development Index and the most progressive in the Arab world in this regard. They have a high-income economy, developed mainly thanks to the valuable resource of the world's third-largest natural gas reserves and openness. But that's not all, so what other mysteries and peculiarities does Qatar have? Join Vu Tru Hien Bai in exploring in this video something strange and unbelievable unique to Qatar, one of the world's wealthiest nations right now. One of the world's wealthiest nations. You might not believe it, but the truth is indeed like that. Although Qatar is not a superpower or a global financial center, it proudly ranks among the world's richest countries. Qatar's wealth mainly comes from the petroleum industry, a precious resource that has driven strong and sustainable economic growth. Petroleum provides enormous revenue, playing a crucial role in developing infrastructure, building modern cities, and improving people's lives. Prosperity ISA. Pearl diving played a significant role in building Qatar's economy. This traditional occupation generated considerable income, contributing to the formation of the local culture and lifestyle. It can be seen that the combination of ancient traditions and smart investments in modern industry has helped Qatar maintain its position on the global economic map and become one of the most modern and prosperous nations. This country has learned how to utilize petroleum resources to invest in education, healthcare, and infrastructure development, while preserving and promoting traditional cultural values. Thanks to the blend of past and present, Qatar has built an admirable image, serving as proof of the success of a small but ambitious nation. But the super luxurious gold leaf dishes. Known as one of the wealthiest countries on the planet, Qatar not only possesses many large-scale constructions but also has unimaginably luxurious cuisine. Therefore, gold leaf dishes with expensive prices are not unfamiliar to the super rich in Qatar. Let's take a look at some famous dishes here. First, we must mention the gold-wrapped steak and hamburger for News Extage House Doha. The massive tomahawk steak wrapped in 24K gold leaf is the signature dish of News Extage House, the famous restaurant of Chef Nusa Gors in Doha. The tomahawk steak is taken from the beef rib section, so it's very thick, tender, and fresh inside. When ordering this dish, Chef Nusa Gors will personally carve the meat at the table for the guests. However, the price to enjoy this dish is up to 210K, equivalent to 14 million Vietnamese dollars. Additionally, News Extage House restaurant also has a gold-wrapped hamburger that is equally luxurious, with whole minced beef patty and cheese in the middle. Each hamburger portion usually comes with crispy fries. Notably, the restaurant staff will come to the table to drizzle sparkling gold sauce onto the hamburger. From a common fast food item, when wrapped in gold, this burger costs 200K, about 1.3 million Vietnamese dollars. Next is the gold leaf latte. The gold leaf latte is probably the cheapest item on the list of gold leaf dishes. However, priced at 28K, equivalent to 190,000 Vietnamese dollars. This latte is still considered more expensive than the average latte price. Currently, this latte is sold at Piccolo Cafe. This expensive latte is still prepared in the traditional way. Combining espresso and hot milk creates a characteristic bitter taste, blending with the creamy richness of the milk. To add more luxury, Piccolo Cafe adds a bit of 22K gold dust to the latte. Additionally, the whipped cream on top is also adorned with gold leaf. Guests can choose to drink the latte hot or cold, according to their preference. The third item is the gold leaf chocolate cake. This cake is a specialty of Avalonzi Bakery, located in Enam Shopping Center. Also making it hard for chocolate lovers to resist despite the relatively high price. The hazelnut chocolate cake comes in two sizes, the small one about the size of 3 fingers and the large one palm size. The cake base still maintains the softness of sponge cake, while being fully coated with fresh chocolate, and is adorned with small 24K gold rings. The price for a chocolate hazelnut cake ranges around 60 kilograms, equivalent to 400,000 Vietnamese dons. Depending on the size, fourth is the gold-covered Wagyu beef dish. Because it uses two top-tier premium ingredients, Wagyu beef and truffle mushrooms, and is entirely covered in gold like the Wagyu Gold Graham dish at Ricola Curson restaurant, the price is quite high. A plate includes 5 very small portions of beef, weighing about 150 kilograms, equivalent to 1 million Vietnamese dollars. Each Wagyu Gold Graham portion includes 2 black hamburger buns made from bamboo charcoal, evenly coated with 24K gold. In the middle is a 5 to 6 centimeters thick portion of Wagyu beef surrounded by melted mozzarella cheese. Additionally, before serving customers, this dish is also topped with mayonnaise, truffle mushroom sauce, and the final dish you can't miss. When mentioning Qatar, which is the roasted lamb leg rice, Zamala Doha restaurant is where they serve luxurious roasted lamb leg rice. Priced at 220K, equivalent to 1.5 million Vietnamese. On the menu, this dish has the elegant name Ron O Zamava. Each portion includes a whole delicious, tender lamb leg, oven roasted to golden brown to enhance the aroma. It's topped with a special sauce and sprinkled with pure 24K gold leaves. This dish is usually served with white rice, cooked from premium long grain rice. You see, it truly lives up to being one of the world's wealthiest countries. Like these luxurious Qatari dishes, whose prices shock everyone because they're too expensive. But in return, the sparkling gold leaves sprinkled on top make the dishes more luxurious and attractive, don't they? Among these dishes, which one do you like the most? Please comment below right away, who knows? Maybe one fine day someone will invite you to Qatar and you'll get to enjoy them? The bride wants grandeur because marriage is a once-in-a-lifetime event, while the groom has to save for many years, even take on debt because weddings are a real situation in Qatar. Qatar is the world's wealthiest Gulf country with a per capita GDP of nearly $130,000. However, the burden of paying for increasingly extravagant weddings is making it difficult for men in this country to get married. The reason is Qatar's population is 2.5 million, but women number less than 700,000. A typical example of men's hardship is the story of a man named Zaman Kazim, who was responsible for paying all wedding expenses. Kazim had to work and save for 9 years to accumulate $123,000 to pay for the wedding. Kazim once said he never even had a chance to travel outside Qatar. He only knew how to save and save, not caring to buy gasoline. But he regretted spending so much money on the wedding when the marriage only lasted a few months. Because he divorced at the end of 2012, according to government statistics. The marriage rate in Qatar has been continuously decreasing since 2010, partly due to rising marriage costs, partly because women are more educated and have higher degrees, participate more in the workforce so they're less dependent on husbands. Qatari women also have their first child later and have fewer children. The divorce rate has increased since 2001, while the rate of unmarried women of marriageable age is 25%. Mr. Hassan Al-Ibrahim, a Qatari sociology expert, said, "This is a small country, so everyone knows each other. Therefore, everyone expects to be invited to weddings. Invite them to your brother." Thus, you can't say you only want a small wedding because it might make others feel offended. Returning to Qasim, he said the future bride's family at that time still insisted on having a big wedding. And when he tried to make it smaller, just between the two families, they threatened to cancel the wedding. For the middle and working classes in Qatar, marriage means taking on additional debt, causing stress to the couple right from the start. There are a few wedding venues here, with rental costs ranging from about $8,000 to $42,000. Qatari men also have to give wedding gifts, often expensive jewelry to the bride and bride. In 2006, the cost of the bride's family wedding was about $10,000 to $28,000, but by 2013, this figure increased to $28,000 to $69,000 and continues to rise, potentially reaching up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Even young, attractive unmarried Qatari girls say that Qatari women consider weddings a once-in-a-lifetime event. Therefore, they want it to be very special.
Not to mention for those born into large families, the wedding must definitely be grand. S side is about 100, while the groom.
Women here believe that a man who dares to spend money on a lavish wedding for his wife further affirms her value.
And you, if you were a woman, what would you think?
In many countries around the world, homosexuality, adultery, or one-night stands are quite normal. Not to the extent of being prohibited.
But in Qatar, extramarital sexual relations and homosexual acts are illegal and strictly punished. Even during the 2022 World Cup. This ban was strictly enforced for all visitors from around the world who came.
According to Qatari law, same-sex relations can be punished with up to 3 years in prison.
And in some severe cases, the sentence can be death, with the maximum penalty being stoning to death.
Additionally, adultery is also considered morally corrupt and is strictly prohibited for everyone. This is the first World Cup to completely ban one-night stands, except for legally married couples.
Violators could face up to 7 years in prison. Football fans are warned not to engage in extramarital sexual relations or homosexual acts,
because these actions can lead to severe punishments and the risk of detention. Moreover, some hotels in Qatar openly do not welcome same-sex couples and do not allow them to show affection in public places. Qatar Football Association Secretary General Mansour Al-Ansari also said the country is considering banning LGBT flags at matches. Therefore, if you have the chance to visit Qatar, you should be cautious and comply with the regulations to avoid legal troubles.
A country with many deserts but imports sand. Sounds a bit unbelievable, right? But this is 100% true in Qatar, folks. The capital Doha is known as the desert paradise. A modern city that stands out with impressive architectural works amidst low, arid plains covered with sand.
It might seem that sand is the most abundant resource here, but the reality is completely opposite. Although Qatar has an abundance of sand, the sand here is saline due to its proximity to the sea,
and therefore cannot be used for construction. Saline sand cannot be mixed with cement for building, leading the country to import sand from abroad for construction projects. Not only that, besides sand, most other important construction materials and infrastructure in Qatar must be imported. Bricks, stones, soil, steel, cement, furniture, vehicles, machinery, and cranes all come from abroad. This shows how rich they must be to afford imported goods, right? Whereas if we were poor like us, we'd use imported goods too,
but only from our grandmothers. Speaking of strange laws, people would expect that.
Qatar, a country known for its rapid development and unique culture, also has quite peculiar legal regulations that surprise many. One of the shocking laws is the handling of suicide attempts. If a person attempts suicide but fails, they may face a prison sentence of up to 6 months or a fine of up to 3,000 riyals, about $18 million. This is one of the confusing and controversial regulations, reflecting Qatar's strict approach to social and mental health issues.
Besides legal issues related to mental health, traffic regulations in Qatar are equally strict.
While common traffic offenses like speeding, illegal parking, or minor collisions are fined around 600 riyals, running a red light is heavily penalized.
If you are caught running a red light, the fine could be up to 6,000 riyals, which is over $1,500, and your driver's license may be suspended. Do you think this penalty is quite heavy?
Unlike many places in the world, Qatar's population structure is changing so rapidly and intensely that the country must conduct monthly population censuses.
This reflects the extremely fast pace of population change, largely due to the presence of a massive immigrant workforce. Qatari law stipulates that everyone living here, including foreigners, is counted in population statistics.
This leads to a unique phenomenon. The entire country resembles a massive construction site. Consequently, the construction sector attracts the most workers in Qatar. The capital Doha stands out with thousands of large-scale projects.
Currently, excluding small projects, Doha has over 1,000 major projects, including 40 boulevards, 230 overpasses, 20 luxury hotels, a massive national museum, and 2 seaports.
Notably, 12 underground stadiums were built to serve the 2022 World Cup hosted by Qatar.
This rapid development creates a clear distinction in Qatar's population structure. The indigenous population actually accounts for only about 20% of the total residents.
Meanwhile, approximately 92% of workers are government employees or industrial workers, primarily immigrant laborers from various countries. These individuals significantly contribute to Qatar's infrastructure development and rapid modernization. Weekend is not Sunday. Another interesting fact: the weekend in Qatar differs from most of the world. While the majority of countries rest on Saturday and Sunday, Qatar chooses Friday and Saturday as the official weekend. This difference reflects the profound influence of Islam on national life and regulations. On Friday mornings, many shops and businesses in Qatar often close early to prepare for the afternoon prayer. Friday, or Jumu'ah, is the most important prayer day of the week for Muslims. This is when believers gather at mosques to participate in communal prayers. Therefore, many commercial activities pause to facilitate people's participation in the ritual. This arrangement demonstrates respect for religious values and how Qatar blends culture and faith into daily life. This is a clear example of how Islamic countries organize work schedules in accordance with religious rituals, while creating a living and working environment harmonious with the people's beliefs. The world's longest bicycle path. With its flat terrain, Qatar is an ideal destination for cycling enthusiasts. Because the capital Doha boasts a 33 km Olympic cycling track built by Qatar's Public Works Authority. This path is not only long but also unique, with 18 tunnels passing through, ensuring smooth and uninterrupted cycling. This offers an exciting and impressive experience for cyclists, while reflecting Qatar's strong investment in sports infrastructure. If you're planning to buy a plane ticket to Doha, this is a great opportunity to combine your sports passion with exploring the city by bicycle. Cycling through Doha's areas allows you to enjoy the unique beauty of modern and luxurious buildings. Moreover, you can also experience the vast and captivating desert landscape. It's an enjoyable sports activity while experiencing the rapid development and the blend of modern technology and nature in Qatar. In Western countries, clothing is usually comfortable and less bound by specific regulations. People can easily wear their favorite outfits when going out, without worrying about strict dress codes. However, in Qatar, dress regulations are very strict and distinctly different from the West, despite the year-round high temperatures. In Qatar, modest clothing is the main standard. For men, besides traditional suits, they can also wear trousers or shirts in public. This helps preserve culture and traditions while still fitting modern life needs. However, for women, the regulations are stricter. Women need to wear clothing that covers their shoulders, arms, and knees when going out, to respect local cultural and religious values. Of course, there is flexibility when women are in hotels or private clubs, but not too strict 24/7. Generally speaking, wherever you live, you get used to it, my friends. If you come to Qatar, just follow. It's not an exaggeration to call Qatar the kingdom of sports, is it, friends? Best most beautiful bicycle path in the world. However, their walking path here is very unique, even equipped with air conditioning. Specifically, this walking path is located in Al Sinna Park, newly inaugurated in Al Rayan City, Qatar. This air-conditioned running track is 1,143 meters long. The temperature inside the track is always maintained at 26 degrees Celsius. With environmentally friendly air conditioning technology, the operating energy for this air conditioning system is provided by solar panels installed along the track. According to Qatari authorities, building this unique track aims to encourage people to exercise in harsh weather conditions, especially during summer. Additionally, Al Sinna Park also has fitness stations. These places are equipped with large screens, displaying exercise routines from trainers for people to follow. The park has 2 playgrounds for children, one for children aged 2 to 5, and the other for children aged 6 to 12. Both areas are equipped with age-appropriate play equipment.
More notably, the park has 7 service shops including 6 food and beverage outlets and 1 bicycle rental shop. Each day, unparalleled Park can accommodate the recreational needs of 6,000 people. Green space accounts for 68% of the park's total area, with a total of 912 trees from 18 species planted, including 75 native trees. Unparalleled Park, spanning over 13 hectares, is part of the plan to expand green spaces to improve the quality of life for Qatari residents.
Compared to 2010, the area of green space in Qatar has increased tenfold, mainly due to newly built parks and green areas. Public parks throughout Qatar are equipped with exercise equipment, children's play areas and running tracks.
If our country also had paths like these, I would definitely love exercising more, my friends.
Who knows, walking might become a passion too.
Dear friends, Qatar is a country with many strange and unbelievable things, creating a diverse and unique picture of the blend between tradition and modernity. From strict dress code regulations, rapid population fluctuations, to special laws and impressive infrastructure, Qatar continuously surprises and amazes the. So what impresses you about Qatar? What other interesting things do you know about this country? Please comment your opinions below. Don't forget to give Enigmatic Echoes a like and subscribe to the Enigmatic Echoes channel so you don't.
And now,
Goodbye and see you again. Subscribe to the Billionaire channel so you know.